Hey guys, Ponce here on the PBE, here to talk to you guys about everyone's favorite new addition to the jungle, Malzahar. So I'm sure you guys are aware Malzahar has been a fairly efficient jungler since the whole mage rework update thing last patch. Riot doesn't like that so much, so they're going to be nerfing him a fair amount. I'll be talking about the numbers in a second here, so if you want to look at the numbers yourselves, just go to the description below, hit the show more thing in the box down there, and they'll all be listed in terms of the numbers as they exist currently on the PBE. Now, of course, PBE, keep in mind, this might change, we'll see, but yeah. Now, in terms of the not-so-jungle-related stuff, Call of the Void, his Q, the old Void Gate thing, that's been nerfed in terms of its mana cost, so it used to be 60, it's gone up to 80. His alt, Nether Grasp, now it's relatively significant but doesn't affect the jungle because you can't target jungle mobs with it. The damage has been lowered by 1% per rank, so it used to be 6%, 8%, 10%, now it's 5%, 7%, 9%. So there you have that. Now in terms of sort of the jungle thing we're talking about here, the Void Swarm, this thing right here, it keeps spreading like the little voidling plague. It's pretty cool. The mana cost has increased from 60 to 80, so that's gone up, as you can see right there, 80 mana. And the damage to monsters, so like neutral creeps, so the frogs, stuff like this, Baron, Dragon, all that kind of junk, that has been reduced from 50% to 75%, or from 75% to 50%. Now, I'm not certain. I swear on the PBE when they first released them it was 100%. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to go actually check my old footage. In any case, that never made it to live, if that was the case. So that's not too relevant, I suppose. But yeah, it's down to 50%. It's a pretty significant chunk of damage. Probably because the Void Swarm thing was pretty absurd in how quickly it would just chew through mobs. I've done the jungle clear a few times. He can still do it no problem. Like, he just... Before it was kind of a fire and forget, it was super lazy and like you'd never take any damage. Now you kind of have to think about what you're doing, sort of, which is good, I suppose. So let me just show you guys. Just tank this so they spread more easily, because these things will two-shot, or the frog rather will two-shot. Sometimes they get too close, so. There you go. It's still fine. I'm actually going to do it this way. I'm going to drag him out a little bit so I can cause them to spread. Obviously don't have to do it the way I did, but yeah, so if you don't tank, you just get a lot less damage. Attack that thing. They will shred that down. Oh, they almost made it. That's too bad. In the meantime, I'm going to take out this little one so he doesn't get in the way. Yep. So now I can basically stop taking damage. Let them do the work. Oh, you live. There you go. Alright, so let's put, I guess, a point into that. Why not? You can get these things to spread relatively easily. Go. So we're going to quickly grab this. I'm also going to just test out Dragon after this one here. So, I mean, you guys get the idea. Like, obviously, he can still jungle fairly well, so. That was a bit dangerous how I did that there. Because you can actually get the minions to warp, or like, if there's no room, the minions will actually go outside of this little camp here. It's kind of funny. I probably should have got teleport. That would have made things easier. So I'm just going to hit level 4, then we're going to go kill Dragon, just to see. Again, because the old Malzahar could sort of level 4 Dragon, no problem. If you could probably do it earlier, I never actually really tried, now that I think of it. But let's go back and buy my usual setup. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, I started the jungle kind of late, I think, and I was doing it because I was talking about balance changes, and we're doing it pretty lax. So I mean, it looks slow, but again, I'm super healthy, and you could probably do it a bit faster. Granted, it does feel slower than it was, but you know, old Malzahar was kind of silly in terms of how he cleared stuff. Now, mind you, Red Dragon still destroys Voidlings, so you need to be kind of careful with how you're tanking and positioning, which is difficult, especially when, you know, Voidlings start going crazy and they're spreading everywhere. We're just going to flash over this wall. Now, if I were to guess, you can probably still do this thing, but we'll see. Tank them out over here on this side. Voidlings are spreading. I think I'm still tanking. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of blue. Or out of mana. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize that. This should just like barely work. Yeah, it's a lot closer than... you can still do it, but yeah, definitely... I mean, I didn't do that super efficiently. Had I had them, you know, tank a little bit more and that kind of stuff. But yeah, you can still do it at least, which is not super noteworthy. I mean, a lot. I think a lot of junglers... Not a lot, but a good enough number of junglers can do Dragon at level 4. So, I mean, he's not completely destroyed or anything. It's viable, probably, still. Now, my exact thoughts on the whole nerf here... I don't have a super concrete conclusion. I remember played him on the PBE, and he seemed silly, but I actually haven't played this on live. I know I've seen people do it, and it seems okay. Certainly, yeah, the objective control is quite silly. Like, just Dragon may as well just not exist. You should put down the Voidling Swarm. Any kind of help at all would disappear instantly. But then again, that's not necessarily unique to Malzahar. Like, Kindred could just completely destroy dragons and stuff like that, too. So, I don't know. There you have it. If I were to guess, it's probably going to go live since, you know, it doesn't seem... Well, the number seems pretty big. It's not completely destroyingly bad for Malzahar, but I don't know. Maybe you guys have a more concrete opinion on it because you've played it more on live or something. Anyway, I'm off to go probably stream or something. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Forward to seeing you. If you feel so inclined on twitch.tv/bonds, which is also in the description, much like the actual numbers for Malzahar. I'm putting them together, so if you want to see the numbers, you got to go through my advertisement. Smart.